Hey guys, I want to talk about fruit on a ketogenic diet. A lot of questions come up with that. The answer is no. Okay, let me explain why. It has too much sugar. Even an apple has 19 grams of sugar. That's a medium apple. They even came up with something called a Honeycrisp, which is only 20 years old, and they modified it to the point where it has tremendous amounts of fructose. If you consume that apple, it's incredibly sweet, versus apples, the original apple, which is kind of very tart. Pineapples are very, very, very sweet. Wild strawberries are not very sweet. Wild blueberries are not very sweet compared to the ones you buy at the store. And you never, ever, ever want to consume fruit juices. Why? Because the fiber is bound to the phytonutrients. So you get rid of the fiber, you're getting rid of a lot of the nutrients. Plus, this juice is pasteurized, it's cooked. So anything that potentially could be left is pretty much killed, especially the enzymes in that fruit juice. So you're basically getting a concentrated fructose sugar. A lot of times they add corn syrup to it, right? So you don't want to give your kids the fruit juice. You can give your kids fruit because their metabolism is there and it can burn it up pretty fast. Just as an adult, I wouldn't consume much fruit, especially if you're trying to lose weight. But you can, I recommend berries. That's fine if it's like in small amounts, 1/2 cup to 1 cup of berries per day. But I like to put it in the kale shake, and I think that's totally fine. Now, fructose itself, just so you know, the sugar, fructose, it can lead to insulin resistance, it can lead to a fatty liver, and it can spike your blood sugars even more than glucose. Okay? All right, thanks for watching. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.